I'm doing entertainment, pop culture, things like that. This year's from February 7th, 2023. It's pretty new from the Daily Mail, and they say this behavior is so unhinged. Raven Symone comes under fire after mean and petty video mocking Amber Heard's abuse claims resurfaces. This video is pretty old. I think well over a year old, but they're writing this article now, so I'll take their word it resurfaced someplace. Let's see what we got. In the video, Raven37 and her wife Miranda Madey realize that they've parked next to Amber and think of ways to get her attention while mocking reports of her abusive relationship with Johnny. The That's So Raven star laughs as she quips, "Cut my finger off and see if she'll claim it," referring to Johnny's accusation that Amber severed his finger by hurling a bottle of vodka at him. By the way, I covered this video a long time ago, got almost 500,000 views. It was huge. I'm going to link the article below, which has a link to the full video if you want to see it, just to throw that out there. Elsewhere in the clip, Raven noted that Amber is in distress, gasping, "Oh my god, she's crying," as Miranda joked that she's probably on her phone with her lawyer. Well, she might have been. That could be true. And a lot of people said, well, she didn't actually meet Amber Heard, but she had a picture with herself and Amber. The whole video was in the car, them looking out the window without showing Amber, so some people thought that, but some versions that got around had her at the end with Amber. Most of the video looked like this. It's about 45 seconds, and you could see, yeah, she was joking. Her face was, sarcastic, a little condescending or something, but you can't say she was wrong. If people didn't like the attitude, I get that. It's best to stay serious, not joke around, not poke fun, stick to the facts and things like that. But when the situation is so heavy like this, it's hard sometimes to control all your emotions. It's frustrating when you see something like this happen. When somebody puts out these lies, these false accusations, and someone like Johnny, who you've followed all your life, been a fan of all your life, has to pay a price for no reason. After initially attempting not to be seen by the actress, Raven then decided to run out and snap a selfie with the Aquaman star. Back in the vehicle, Miranda revealed she gets out of the car, takes a picture with Raven, and closes her door. As soon as Raven walks away, she goes back to her car, and her car is locked with her phone inside, her purse inside, the snacks that she was nibbling on, and her jacket. I watched this woman try to keep it cool and just try and act like she meant to get out of her car and close the door, turn around, and then she's just like locked out of her car. All right, so Raven was laughing at Amber being locked out of her car. I don't see the big deal. I'm sure many of us at some point got locked out of our car. It's not such a huge price to pay for, say, committing perjury in Australia, cutting someone's finger off, defaming someone. Oh no, locked out of your car. Raven then quipped, "Can't go anywhere." I was like, babes, unplug the car. We gotta go. Amber doesn't know who I am, so everything's good. Raven was also on The Cosby Show. That's how I know her. Maybe Amber doesn't know The Cosby Show. Who knows? But Amber, I'm so sorry you got locked out of your car, but my picture's amazing. Thanks, Amber. While it's been 2 years since the video was posted, the clip began to go viral again after shocked fans shared it on Twitter. Who was shocked? Well, okay, I guess there's some things to be shocked about, but I wouldn't be shocked about Raven's behavior. I'd pretty much expect it. They said of the clip, even if you're not an Amber Heard fan or supporter, she's still a human being. The way Raven and folks like her are treating Amber is just vile. Like Amber didn't do anything to them, and they don't know her enough to justify their actions towards her. Let's think about that for a second. Did Amber not do anything to them? Well, not directly, not personally, but I keep going back to the Star Wars franchise about this. When people wrote their terrible woke politics into Star Wars, did they do anything to me personally? Not necessarily, but it ruined something that you've loved since you were a kid. In the same way, what Amber did to Johnny affects Johnny and your enjoyment of his movies that you've loved since you were a kid. So no, she didn't do anything directly to you. She didn't call you up personally, knock on your door, or something like that, and cut your finger off. And that is doing something to you. So, to answer your question, Amber defenders, yes, in a way, in an indirect but real way, yes, she did. Let's move on. Every time I see this video of Raven mocking Amber Heard, it baffles me how she's saying lesbian lover in a very shady and homophobic voice. Girl, aren't you lesbian too? She seems very unhappy with herself or even hates herself. Whoa! Wait a minute. Why are you bringing homosexuality into this? Raven is married. She seems happily married. So, why can't she joke about her own sexuality? Give me a break there. This behavior's so unhinged. You see someone in a phone call and crying while making fun of her, then take a photo with her to further mock her. Despite being in distress, Amber still took a photo with this weirdo, Raven Symone. Are you not ashamed of yourself? I don't really like Raven so much as an entertainer, but she's not a weirdo. Not at all. She's just Raven. This is gross, but I'm not going to forget how not even a year ago, most of you on this hell site were just as cruel and dehumanizing to Amber as Raven is right now. I saw a video of Raven mocking Amber Heard for literally no reason other than to be mean and petty earlier today. I don't know what website, but probably Twitter. Let's assume some comments did come from Twitter like this. If you really think it's a hell site, get off. Don't look at it. Go. Goodbye. I think it's mixed. Yes, there's some things on Twitter I don't like, some things I do like, and some things neutral. But if you're going to use a platform and you get some enjoyment out of it, some news, some updates, there's really no reason to criticize it. But I digress. Raven Symone really thinks she's Regina George. I made fun of her then, took a pic with her. Woof, that's some mad 16-year-old behavior, laugh out loud. And that's an insult to 16-year-olds. Ha ha. What a very flat, unfunny joke and way to end it, Mail Online. Mail Online has contacted Raven and Amber's representatives for comment. They didn't get it. They never do. I don't know why they say that. I guess they just want to make themselves look more silly than they already do. Once again, this article will be linked down below in my description. Just click right in the middle somewhere. You'll see the video. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't consider it and don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.